All right, let's see what it feels like to drive a dragster around it. So driving a dragster around the track is not possible. Welcome guys to another episode on the Extra Mile. My name is Alex and welcome to another Live for Speed episode. I have been looking a little bit deeper into the mod cars that are available, and I thought there's so much good stuff in there that we just have to try out. So that's what we're doing today. Let's go straight to the garage and let's look through the mods. We want to go to all because there's some juicy stuff, and let's just go. Oh my god, here we go. That's the first one. I want the Fast and Furious Supra, obviously. So let's do the 680 horses, which is I think pretty much what the film car would have made. I like it. The LFS sound engine is not bad, and I think what might not be... Ooh, it sounds pretty good actually. What might not be obvious at first glance is that Live for Speed is, I believe, the only sim that is currently on the market that does not use... Oh, I think we have traction control enabled. Wait, where can I change that? That does not use sound samples. But it uses a sound engine, so you can there was a little tool back in the day which was called LFS tweaks, and you could basically define an engine. You could say I want a 8-liter V10 in this car, and the sound engine would then simulate the sound of a V10, and it sounded pretty good. And you could simulate engines that weren't in the game in any car, like 5-cylinder turbo engines and stuff like that, and the sound engine would make that work, and it was pretty damn impressive. All right, I got a new setup, so I can turn off the traction control. There we go. So yeah, what you hear right now is not a sample. Oh yeah, there we go. It is the result of this sound engine that Live for Speed has. And regular viewers of the channel might have heard me say in the past that I do not believe that a sample-based sound engine will get us ever to that goal of having a completely believable experience in a sim when it comes to the engine sounds. I think we will need proper engine simulation, where every engine firing is simulated, exhaust length and reverb is calculated dynamically and all that good stuff. I think that is where we have to go. Oh wow, this is fast, and Live for Speed is maybe a tad ahead there in some way. Ah, this is good. So yeah, in terms of the heat wave, I think it's currently about 40 to 45 degrees in this room. So I do have very limited recording time today until I am completely drenched. So we will quickly, there are like 2 mods that I definitely want to try. This one and the dragster. And during my live stream, someone mentioned GT1 mods. So I want to see what that is. Maybe we can find those. This feels so good! Live for Speed feels so good in the wheel. Seriously, it's uncanny that this 13-14-year-old sim feels as good, or in some cases even better than something like AMS2, for example, which is pretty much brand new in comparison. But the way that you can set up a car like that without practicing with it, just by, you know, going going for a drive and it all feels natural, that's pretty amazing, and that is a testament to this simulation that you can do stuff like that. It's pretty insane. Yeah, there we go. So we have a 1,000 kilo or 1 ton dragster that has 3,130 kilowatts, which would be like 4,000 horsepower. So yes, please, obviously, let's drive it. Okay, let's go into first gear. I have to use the keyboard because I haven't mapped that. So the steering, you might even be able to tell that from the camera, it's so interesting. It feels so different. The force feedback, it's very solid, very different. Very cool. All right, so here's the straight. Let's I don't know what we have to do to launch this. Can we? Okay, we can rev it up. Oh wow, look at the chassis twisting. Just okay. So I don't know, 6,000-7,000 RPM. Yes, of course. I don't know what I expected. All right, let's see what it feels like to drive a dragster around it. So driving a dragster around the track is not possible. Okay, one more car. I'm already sweating like a pig, guys. It is so incredibly hot. We gotta take that one. We gotta take that one. Of course, in the perfect color. We don't want traction control, so new setup, blah, blah, blah. Traction control off. Let's go! Actually, this one sounds really good. This is so weird. The needle and the speedo goes behind the numbers, if you see that. That's a funky little bug. All right, let's see. Yes, 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 the good old Artesa all-wheel drive. The cars feel so good in Live for Speed. They seriously do. It's so interesting. And it makes me care less about the visuals. Obviously, if this would be photorealistic, yes, that would be nice. But it's so much more important how the cars feel in the wheel and how believable they are and how intuitive they are to drive. It's really interesting. Live for Speed does something, and I can't put my finger on it. It does something better than other sims that maybe other sims don't do. Something in the tire physics, maybe something in there in the simulation makes this just more intuitive and makes this feel like a real car. Maybe you could make the argument that maybe it is a little bit simplified and that is the reason why you can do things like slide a car on the first lap. Who knows? I'm not really sure what the true answer is. What I can tell you is that this is damn good fun. Every car feels different, especially the force feedback. It is a joy to feel all the different cars just to see how they feel in the wheel. I don't know what they're doing with the force feedback, but it's definitely calculated dynamically. So every car feels very different. This is a very, very interesting sim title that I will follow in the next month and hopefully years. I have heard that they are working on a completely reworked or upgraded physics engine that supposedly will run at 1,000 hertz. And I can't pretend to understand what benefits that would enable or what that exactly means and what that brings. I assume it is much more detailed and much more granular simulation of what the tire does and how it reacts to the track surface. But what I do know is that the devs, which as far as I know is just a 3-man team, have been working on this for, well, better part of a decade, I guess. Oh, way too early. So it's a big deal when this will finally drop. People have been waiting for this for a long, long time. And who knows? Maybe Live for Speed will come out with an update in half a year, maybe a year, that will kind of send shockwaves through the sim racing community because it's so awesome. I don't know. I'm here to watch that happen and to give my 2 cents on their progress if it should happen. Anyway, guys, this is starting to turn into a sauna, especially with the PC on. So unfortunately, I have to cut today's video a little bit short. I would have liked to try a few more cars, especially the GT1 mods. I will come back to that, but it is almost impossible to record in like 40-45 degrees Celsius room, which I am in right now. It's already starting. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Give Live for Speed a try. You can download the completely free demo by clicking on the link in the description. You will not regret that. It is a funky little title. If you think they deserve it, you can give them a little bit of money for the S1, S2, or S3 license. I think one of these licenses is enough to get access to the mods. You might need the most expensive one, but I'm not too sure. I think the most expensive one, which I bought, is like 35 bucks, and I think the game in its current form is actually worth it. I think you will get 35 bucks worth of fun out of this title. Anyway, I am planning to record the automation showdown that is left from last week. I have at least 2 cars that will compete, and I think I will add I will find a third one to add in there. If it should get worse with the temperatures than it is today, I might skip that because it's not fun to record in these conditions. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you tomorrow or the day after, depending on when I will record the next video, when it will cool down a little bit. But yeah, right now I'm still planning on recording tomorrow. Yeah, this is it from me for today, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.